my name is Happy Black Legends, and welcome to another Vlogoween. I did not invite you to the party. You know, usually I'm not a fan of unpopular opinions because so very rarely are they actually unpopular. So I've always been kind of like turned off by the idea of me doing one. But truth be told, like, I do have a lot of unpopular opinions, I know that, but I've just never felt the drive to do one. But I thought it would be super fun to do one for Halloween because I do think I have maybe a few unpopular Halloween opinions. I don't know, I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Watch, I'm gonna make this video and then y'all are gonna be like, girl, these are not unpopular at all. And I'm gonna be like, damn, like, y'all ate my own words. But that's okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogoween thus far, and we are just gonna jump right in. So my first opinion about Halloween is that we need to make like Halloween caroling a thing. I think that would be so much freaking fun. Like, you know, imagine getting dressed up, you know, and just going caroling. Like, I think that would be so much fun, and I really want to do it, but like also like I'm not gonna do that, like, because no one does that, and that would be, I don't know, but I just think it would be so much fun if we made it a thing, and I think we should, as a society, begin to go in that direction with Halloween. I just think there's so many good Halloween songs that one could carol to, and I think it would be fun. It's different. I don't know why people don't go Halloween caroling. I feel like it even makes more sense to go caroling on Halloween than all that Christmas caroling mess. I don't know. But I hope in the future we see a society that supports Halloween caroling as the true art form that it is. You know what I mean? We need to recognize it for the golden idea that it is. Halloween is better than Christmas. I feel like Christmas is definitely the big one. Everyone loves Christmas. There was a time where I guess maybe I kind of liked it. And then I think what changed for me was in high school. I used to have to like go caroling a lot in my musical theater like class and group thing that I was in. And after that, I started to grow like a deep hatred for Christmas. I think that's really when I like, because like before then I was just kind of like, you know, but after that, having to sing those damn songs like over and over and over and over and over again, like, oh man, I freaking can't. I don't like Christmas. But Halloween, I just think is a lot more fun than Christmas. I think it's just cooler than Christmas, like just the whole thing. I just think it's better. It's better. Mounds are fucking delicious, and y'all better eat them because I can't eat them. And dark chocolate is the best chocolate, period. Period. White chocolate isn't even chocolate, so don't even bring white chocolate up when comparing chocolates because it's not a chocolate. Milk chocolate, I mean, I can't eat it because I'm lactose intolerant, but when I could eat chocolate, obviously like milk chocolate's the most accessible one, so I would eat it. And then when I like started to make my own money, I would see the dark chocolate, and one day I let, like, you know, curiosity get the best of me, and I picked some up. That shit is so good. When people say it's bitter, I don't know what people are, I don't know what people are talking about. I don't think it's bitter. I think it is sweet. I think it's bomb.com, and it makes me so sad that dark chocolate constantly gets shit on. But I just think dark chocolate is, like, it's top tier in my opinion, truthfully. Adults should be allowed to go trick-or-treating. I don't know why we put a cap on trick-or-treating. If you want to go trick-or-treating and you're an adult, go for it. That's what I say. Maybe grab a kid to use as a default. Maybe. Well, like a kid you know. Like with the parents' permission. Like don't go grab a kid. Like, you know what I mean? But like I didn't get to go trick-or-treating as a kid, so I go trick-or-treating now when I can. I probably won't go this year. Not probably. I mean, we're not going trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating will be canceled. Like, I don't even know. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I would be really surprised if we were, like, in a state where we were safe enough to expose ourselves like that. Like, I just don't see that happening the way you know, our country is currently going. But I go trick-or-treating, and people tend to not give me shit about it. I think people have told me that they think I'm really young. Like, I've had people tell me they thought I was 15 or 16, and I just turned 21. Party City and, like, Halloween Spirit even, I think they're overrated. I'm gonna say that. I think they're overrated. I mentioned this in my, you know, like, cheap ways to do Halloween video, but I just think a lot of those, like, stores are very expensive, and I think they upcharge for things that you can find at other stores for much cheaper. I also really, honestly, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I do think homemade costumes are just so much better. Maybe even if it doesn't look better than something you could have bought, you spent time and you were creative with it and you had fun. I think that's like 10 times more intriguing and interesting than just going to like Target or Walmart in the costume section and picking something up. Like, no tea, no shade. Like, if you just need a quick costume for like a, you know, office party or some shit like that, do you, boo, do you. I'm just saying, like, I think it's so much more fun to like plan and like think of something and come up with it. You don't even have to make anything. Like, you can even come up with a costume and then go to the store, like go to a thrift store and get things that will match for that costume. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even need to like really go out and like make anything really. So I just think there are certain things you can do, and I just think that's like way more fun and unique. And I think too there's like a sense of pride, you know what I mean? There's always a sense of pride and achievement and accomplishment when you get something done, and I just think, you know, it's an easy way to feel that. I don't know. I really enjoy homemade costumes. Something I always really wanted to do as a kid with my mom was get to make a Halloween costume, but we weren't allowed to celebrate Halloween when I was a kid, so I never really got to do that. But oh my god, it would be so much fun one day, like with one of my future nieces or nephews or whomstevers, to, you know, do that with. Costumes can be offensive. Yes, they can. And it's like not funny. It's disgusting and it's gross. Like, there's really no need. Like, at this point in 2020, I don't feel like I need to say like a blackface isn't okay, but I do, because people still partake in it. But blackface is not okay. It's not needed. You can dress up as a person of color if you're a white person and you want to go as a person of color, that's fine. But don't darken your face. But I have a whole video planned, which I'm pretty sure you're going to see that video first, about like, well, I have 2 separate videos planned about like racism and Halloween and things like that, and horror, because there is something to be said about it, right? Like, there is something to be said about discrimination and horror and Halloween, and how, you know, serious issues get joked and not taken as seriously. Like, mental illness costumes, come on, like, can we, like, that's disgusting. But anyways, child, that's a whole nother video, that's a whole nother tangent. But costumes can be gross and offensive, and you should utilize some critical thinking before, you know, doing some things. The Shining is not a good movie. And I was actually very surprised when I finally saw it. I was like, this is the movie, and everyone gave that poor lady a hard time over this? Really? It was boring. So boring. So boring. So slow-paced. It just really wasn't interesting. I mean, the only interesting thing was like that black guy and that kid. Like, that was literally the only interesting element, was, you know, like The Shining. But everything else was stupid as fuck. Like, I was so disappointed, especially because the idea is so creepy and the execution was just not there. I hope one day I honestly, and I'm not a fan of remakes, because I think usually they're just a way for companies to make extra money off of nostalgia and what they have in their warehouses and their studios here in Hollywood, California. So I just don't see the point. But I hope one day there's like a much more interesting version of The Shining that comes to fruition, because I didn't like it. Disneyland? Resort here in California is at its most beautiful during the fall season. I have been to Disneyland on Halloween a number of times because when I tell people I didn't celebrate Halloween growing up, people are like, what does that mean? Well, it means like I literally didn't participate in anything Halloween related. So some years at school, like I think I don't know when we started this in my family, but I would go to school and I would always feel like left out because everyone was dressed up, everyone was like exchanging candy, and they were all talking about what they were gonna do together that night, going trick-or-treating together and like going to parties and doing things like that. And then if there was any like Halloween activity, my mom literally would send a letter to my teacher and like ask for me to do something else. And so for many years, instead of going to school on Halloween, we would all just go to Disneyland. And I think a lot of people, like, when they talk about Disneyland and holidays, Christmas always comes up. Again, Christmas is the big one. But Halloween at Disneyland is literally so gorgeous. So, like, they put this, like, giant pumpkin, and the entrance is beautiful. I do like the Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion thing. I do like it, but I do love the original a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie. I just think the original I don't know, I just really, really like it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it. I just really like it. And I just think it's really fun. It's a fun time. I also think I just really love fall. Like, I feel like everyone's favorite season is fall, and there's a reason. It's because I feel like it's a time of like renewal almost, and it's like really nice, and the weather is beautiful, and everything is just so lush and gorgeous and vibrant. And I mean, the color scheme, yellow, orange, you know, that's such an iconic color scheme. And I just think fall time is amazing. But it's like legit not that busy during the fall time season because all the tourists have gone back to where they are from, and everyone's in school, so it's really not that busy during the fall time season. That's my favorite time to go to Disneyland. Like, between September and November, that is my favorite time to go to Disneyland. Like, my favorite time. Also, they do this fun thing for Space Mountain. I don't remember what it's called, but they changed Space Mountain too, where it's like this spooky, like, fire skeleton guys like following you. The first time I wrote that, it was literally so terrifying to me. And then like when I got older, I was like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Like, it's really not even that scary. But the first time I wrote it, I was like legit terrified because I think I got on it not knowing that they changed it for Halloween, and so I was like really surprised. And it's also so cute seeing all the little kids in their costumes. Oh my god, how did I not even mention this? One year, I don't know when this was, I was definitely in high school. Me and my family, we had been at Disneyland all day for Halloween. And normally, I think it's 6 or 7, they don't like close the park. But what they start doing is they start trying to push everyone out that doesn't have like this special trick-or-treating ticket. And then they have like a Halloween party, like Mickey's Halloween party usually. And you have to like buy a separate ticket for that. You could have a pass and like not be able to go to that because you have to buy a separate ticket. That's how Knott's Scary Farm works anyways, which we're also going to talk about Knott's too. But so one year we were leaving. We were going to Tomorrowland to get on the monorail to go back to downtown Disney so we could go back to the parking lot. And we were walking up the stairs to the monorail right by Finding Nemo. I literally remember this shit like it was yesterday. And we turn, dude, there's this man and his son, and they're dressed up as Confederate soldiers. I kid you not. And me and my mom were just like, we were like floored. I could not believe it. And they were like, the dude was eyeballing us. Like, it was so uncomfortable. And I was looking around like, does anyone else see this man? That was some weird ass shit. That was weird. That was super weird. Knott's Berry Farm is like this really kind of rundown old amusement park. It's been here in California since before Disneyland even. And it's very old, and it's just known for kind of being ghetto. Like, it's very dirty. Like when you have Disneyland and then like you compare Knott's, like Disneyland is it's clearly like more clean and more like, it's more elevated than Knott's Berry Farm could ever be, but Knott's Berry Farm has a lot of roller coasters. but they have had a lot of roller coaster accidents, and they've had roller coasters break down, and I've been on a ride that's broken down before, and yeah, so anyways. But that's Knott's Berry Farm, and during Halloween it goes from Knott's Berry Farm to Knott's Scary Farm, and for years I wanted to go, but my mom didn't allow me. And so finally, when I turned, how old was I? I was probably 18. The first time I went was with a group of friends, and then my boss, my bosses, they actually paid for the entire team to go. It was they were really good to us. Like, they were really good bosses. And it was really, really cool. So after years and years of wanting to go, I was quite shocked, actually, at how, like, ratchet it was. Like, truly ratchet. So, like, for example, they have these, like, webs around the park, but they literally just look like ripped up cotton t-shirts. And then, like, the monster costumes aren't even that scary. I think the scariest things are the mazes. I think mazes and, like, haunted, like, walk through houses are scary in general, because when you're on a ride, you're, like, in something. You're going, you're safe. But when you're, like, in a haunted house or a maze, you're just, like, walking, so you're just out there. It still is fun to go, but I also think with Knott's Scary Farm, I would not recommend going on the weekend at all. It is so busy. We waited in line for Ghost Rider for a legit 2 hours. And then, like, there was this fight. Knott's Berry Farm is literally so fucking ghetto, you guys. I cannot explain that enough. But yeah, Too Long Don't Read. Knott's Scary Farm isn't really that scary, and I was kind of disappointed in it after years and years of being hyped up to me. I definitely think Universal Studios does a much better Halloween thing. I've never gone myself to go see it, but I saw videos of when they did the American Horror Story thing. Also, like, Universal Studios has access to, like, professional makeup artists and costumes, and they also have access to, like, their giant ass warehouse of shit. So I feel like when you compare that to, like, Knott's, like, Universal's is going to be better if you're actually looking for, like, a legit, you know, theme park, amusement park to go to for Halloween here in Southern California. I would probably recommend Universal Studios. Pumpkin spice lattes are good. They are good. We all know it. We should just stop lying to ourselves. It's fun to make fun of the culture that surrounds it every once in a while, but at the end of the day, pumpkin spice things are amazing and they're good. And y'all stay mad about it. I kind of want to try, like, pumpkin spice hummus, like, in a video. Halloween starts in August. This is my opinion. I stand by this. I feel like it just does. I feel like it just starts in August. How do you guys feel about that? Y'all want to know some crazy shit? And I didn't take pictures because I was just trying to get in and get out of there. My local Dollar Tree already has Christmas shit. It's September the 7th. Halloween it's not even October yet. So that's just how I feel about it. I feel like Halloween starts in August. Horror musicals are top tier, and there should be more. I'm hoping in my lifetime we will get more and more and more horror musicals. I want to see another version of Coraline the musical, and I think The Nightmare Before Christmas would make a really good musical. I think it would be so much fun to bring that world to the stage. I mean, so I don't know if Disney owns The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I don't know how that works, but I'm hoping it wouldn't be run by Disney. I'm hoping another company would take that on, or someone else would do it rather than Disney, but I'm imagining it would probably end up being Disney, right? So just kidding, I don't want that to happen. Halloween decorations that make noises are kind of low tier. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of annoying. I think they're kind of ridiculous. Like, I can't stand them. I'm not even tripping. I can't stand them. I really can't. You should only scare people that want to be scared. Otherwise, it's kind of dickish behavior. I hate, like, pushing people to the limit. Like, okay, for example, like, when I went to Knott's Scary Farm, I got chased by this clown on stilts. That was funny. Like, that was legitimately funny. Because why? I was in a space to be scared. And, like, I was laughing, too, while running. Because here's the thing about fear that's so dumb. And here's the thing about that situation that's even more stupid. Fear, I don't want to sound all Will Smith and After Earth, but fear is literally just in the mind. And I know I'm safe. I know I'm not in any real danger. but there's still a clown on stilts chasing me, and then my friends gave that clown my government name. So this clown is yelling my name as I'm running, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck does this dude know my name? And that's what my friends told me afterwards, like, oh, we told him your name. And they were all like laughing, and I was like, yo, for real though. But I laugh about it because it was funny to me then. Like, I was laughing then. I thought that shit was hilarious. But like scaring like kids that you already know are scared, I just think that's not funny. I'm not gonna lie, like I used to do that to my brothers, but like now looking back, like that was so mean, and I've apologized to them and shit like that because that's really fucked up. But I just think that's really cruel, and it's not really nice, and you're not cool for doing it. You're kind of a jackass. Evil clowns are not as cool as good clowns, and this is true. This is a fact. And I think they give clowns a bad name. Wearing Halloween costumes all throughout October should be normalized. You should not be, you know, forced to only dress out on the 31st. That's how I feel about it. We wear Christmas sweaters all of December, and even some people start even in November. So why not with Halloween costumes? I think sometimes I see that, but it's not very common. It's very rare. But I think more people should do it. If I have to lead the fight in public costume display, I shall lead the fight. Pour la révolution. Halloween isn't just a holiday. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. Any time around the year, you can utilize the Halloween spirit. I feel like Halloween decorations should be allowed to be kept up for like much longer than they are. Like, I don't know. I love seeing Halloween decorations up until like New Year's. Like, I love that shit. That's like, those are my people. Those are my people. I would be so surprised if I took this down like in November. This is probably staying up until the end of the year, honestly, if we're being honest. My last unpopular opinion, maybe this isn't so unpopular, but I think that turn off the lights should be more mainstream than it is. I don't know, maybe it's more mainstream than I think it is, but just from, you know, outside looking in, I don't think it has the recognition that it does. I think it should be considered like one of the classic Halloween songs, you know, things like Thriller and Monster Mash, you know. I think it should be up there with all the classics. I guess you have to give things time to become classics, so maybe that's what it is. Let me know what you guys thought of my unpopular opinions. I would love to hear them down in the comments below. As always, y'all, a huge thank you to my patrons, to my YouTube members, to my subscribers, and to you, yes you. Even if you are not subscribed and you are just watching this for the first time, it is still really appreciated. Although I do think you should subscribe because I am doing such fun and amazing things here with Vlogoween. I have no idea when this video will be published in the Vlogoween timeline, in the Vlogoween canon, but I have videos already posted and I have videos planned until the end of October. I'm also probably gonna do some like, maybe I'll do like a post Vlogoween Q&A, or maybe I don't know, but I want to do some things after Vlogoween that are still slightly Halloween related. I really want to go on like a Halloween haul almost, but I don't want to go too crazy. But I want to go to like Halloween stores that are going to have to close, and I want to get all the discounted stuff, you know what I mean? I want to try to see what I can find and get my little goblin fingers on. So yeah, let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. Maybe I'll just make it for my patrons, but if you guys are interested, I will make it public too. But as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, y'all. Bye.